everybody, and welcome to today's video. In today's video, I'll be doing a 2024 election prediction between Kamala Harris and Kristi Noem. I am labeling Harris as safe states right now. Once again, this video might not come out today. It's 11:33 Eastern right now, so I'm going to try to get this up fairly quickly. The Hawks just lost again. Today is not a great day to be an Atlanta sports fan, with the Hawks and Atlanta United losing, but what day is a good day to be an Atlanta sports fan? For Harris's likely state, she gets New Mexico, Minnesota, and Nebraska second, New Hampshire, Maine at large, and Virginia. In Nebraska or New Mexico, Harris is going to one off with Hispanic Latino voters, and Noem won't be able to one off with oil workers. Nebraska second. They're both fairly strong for the suburbs, so they'll probably just shift a little bit to the left, or however much they would. Minnesota, Harris is going to one off in Minneapolis, whereas Noem won't be able to turn off rural voters and won't do one off with the working class. Maine at large, and New Hampshire. New Hampshire is being like 2% more conservative, 2-3% more conservative. I see Noem probably doing better for white rural college educated voters, but only like 1-2% better. So I could see, only shifting at 1-2%, to the right. So I could see New Hampshire being a very high lean, but that's probably going to be roughly what the shift is. Virginia, Harris is going to do one off with black voters and do one off in the suburbs, whereas Noem won't be able to turn out enough rural voters for Noem's. Like I said, she gets Kansas, Mississippi, Indiana, South Carolina, and Alaska. Kansas, she'll be able to turn out she'll turn out less rural voters, and Harris will do one off in the shifting suburbs. Mississippi, she won't be able to turn out enough rural voters, and Harris will do one off with the black vote. South Carolina, Harris will do one off with the black vote. Noem won't be able to turn out enough rural voters. So it'll probably be something more like R+9, R+8, maybe R+10. Alaska, we're going to see more and more Native American voters turning out, which is going to shift it to the left, but Noem also isn't strong enough for oil workers. And in Indiana, Noem's not going to be able to do well enough with the working class and won't be able to turn out enough of the rural vote, whereas Harris will be able to turn out enough, or will be able to do well enough in the cities. Indianapolis, I didn't know. A lot of these Rust Belt cities tend to have pretty large black populations. A lot of these actually carry Democrats to victory, like Milwaukee, Detroit, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is a city. No, Philly. Indianapolis is actually only like 30% black. Gary is majority black. But I still see Harris doing well enough in Indianapolis, turning out enough voters in Indianapolis. They have a very large white population, so I'm just assuming it's like a white liberal population. But I see her doing well enough with whatever surprisingly liberal white voting demographics there are in Indianapolis. But even with like a 30% black population, I still think that's a larger black population than the rest of the state. For Harris's lean state, she gets Nevada. The entire Rust Belt again. I swear, this feels like it's happening almost every video. Where it's a scenario in which the Democrat carries the entire Rust Belt by lean margins. I might just start rigging it so every election prediction that I do is the Rust Belt being lean, so we can keep this up, this streak. No, I'm kidding. I might be subconsciously doing it. I probably am not though. But yeah, it's just kind of strange that like almost every prediction it is. But I don't know that most Republicans can carry it, or can even bring it down to 2, other than maybe Wisconsin. Other than Trump, because I think he's probably the best Republican for the Rust Belt. One of the only Republicans who can turn out black voters, who can turn out rural voters, and the white working class at that level. In Nevada, Harris will do one off with Hispanic Latino voters, as well as Noem won't be able to turn out as many rural voters across the entire Rust Belt. Wisconsin being the most conservative, Michigan being the most liberal, and Pennsylvania being in the middle. Harris is going to do well enough with the black vote, turn out enough black voters, whereas Noem won't be able to turn out as many rural voters. Won't turn out as many working class voters. For Noem's lean state, she gets Arizona. What am I saying? Texas, Iowa, Ohio, Florida, and Maine. Second in Texas. I just see Noem doing well enough. Or I don't see Noem doing well enough. What am I saying? Doing well. I don't see Noem doing well enough with rural voters, not turning on enough rural voters. I don't see her being amazing for the Hispanic Latino vote. She's good enough in the suburbs to be able to keep it like R+2. She's still not amazing. In Florida, once again, strong enough in the suburbs, going to do well enough with older white voters, whereas Harris won't do it as well. in Miami. Iowa, she's going to have to do well enough with rural voters, won't turn out nearly as many. But Harris is also not great for rural voters, probably be like R plus 2, R plus 3. Similar thing in Ohio, although I'll probably be more like R plus 1 because Harris is going to do well enough with the black vote and turn out enough black voters in all those bigger cities. Maine second, Noem has enough populace appeal and do well enough with the rural vote to the point where it's probably like R plus 1 or R plus 2. For the following states, they are tilt states. Oh, by the way, Georgia could be lean. It's like lean or tilt. I'm just gonna label them. Arizona's tilt to North Carolina's tilt to Harris. And yes, Arizona and North Carolina flipped. Arizona, Noem's gonna do well enough in the traditionally conservative suburbs to the point where she'll carry it. Georgia, Noem's not gonna be able to turn out enough rural voters, and Harris is gonna do well enough in Atlanta and do well enough in the black vote and do well enough in the suburbs. North Carolina, Noem just can't turn out enough rural voters. The suburbs will probably shift to the left. Noem's not strong enough for the working class, and Harris is going to do well enough with the black vote. It's going to be a narrow margin victory, but I do think it will probably go to Harris. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like below. Stay tuned for my next video tomorrow, or I guess today, because it's 11:39 Eastern right now, so it'll probably be uploaded at 12, or whatever. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please comment your suggestions down below, and I'll see you all tomorrow or today or whenever I upload later. Bye!